Let me take you to a beautiful house of a beautiful person who is very health conscious. Her choices of food actually reflects in her lifestyle and in her way of life. Basically, she's a dietitian, but right now helping her husband full-time in his optometry practice. A socialite, a die-hard, very dedicated mom, an entrepreneur, and a person who has choices in life, choices of health food. Let me welcome the gorgeous Dolly Arora from Dallas, Texas. Hi Dolly, how are you doing today?
Hi Navneeta, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. You are actually helping your husband. So tell me, is this a dedicated wife or there's more to it?
Well, there's definitely more to it. I enjoy working for my office and I get to still practice my passion because I get to practice it on my kids, my family, and whoever needs my advice. In fact, I would say there are many benefits for working for my husband. I get to schedule my day around my kids, I get to live a social life, and I get to do what I feel like doing, be it Pilates, yoga, meditation. I think working from home and for my own business has made me a well-balanced person.
Wow, you totally are well-balanced in so many different facets you have to yourself. But you know what amazes me is your kids eat homemade food in this time and age when the fast food is dominating. Kids love that and the home kitchens are completely shut. How do you do that, introducing healthy food to your kids?
Correctly said, Navneeta. It's a huge problem in today's generation where youngsters and adults are constantly seeking outside food, and cooking at home is becoming more of a fad. However, my kids have been introduced to eating home-cooked food from very early on in life, and they have been introduced to a variety of food, whether Indian or American, and now they mostly want to eat at home, and eating out is an occasional treat in our home. However, I would say that it has to be a balance. When eating out or eating at home, you have to introduce a lot of variety because once boredom sets in, you would not want to eat home either.
That's right.
One of my son has a gluten sensitivity, and I came to know this at a very young age. Since then, we have been a gluten-free family. In fact, it's been over 10 years where we avoid gluten, I would say 95% of the time. Wow. And with time, I have realized, and also with a lot of research on my end, that a gluten-free diet is one of the healthiest diets out there.
So that brings us to our today's episode where we will be introducing you to a recipe which is gluten-free and vegetarian. Okay, so that's the way to go. Vegetarian, which is ideal, the gluten-free also found by this experienced mom who's been cooking gluten-free for her son for 10 years. Her recipes are so many because I know how kids are. To introduce them to something that can interest them is a difficult choice. So what are we cooking, Mama?
Today we have two very simple recipes. They both are used as appetizers. One is a tandoori cauliflower and the other is dosa pizza.
Wow, dosa pizza. That sounds very interesting. And cauliflower, we also call it gobi in Hindi. So guys, ready for it? Let's go.
So now let's start with tandoori cauliflower. The first step in making tandoori cauliflower is to blanch the cauliflower. For this, we will need a head of cauliflower. You can use a small head and make sure the base is trimmed and the leaves are taken out. You can also use small cauliflowers which are cut into pieces. We will need enough water that the cauliflower is completely soaked in the water, and along goes spices like big cardamom, cloves, cinnamon, bay leaves, salt and turmeric. The reason we are using the big spices is because cauliflower by itself organically has a smell to it, and when we add Indian spices and herbs, it takes the smell away.
And why are we using turmeric?
Very interesting question. The thing is, cauliflower is organically grown on the ground. So it accumulates a lot of dirt and small microorganisms. So when we blanch it in hot water along with turmeric, it actually helps as an antiseptic. So it takes all the dirt out. So once the blanching is done, throw the water away.
Wonderful. So let's blanch it.
Sure. Okay. So now we are going to blanch the cauliflower. First goes the big one, and all the around will go the small. We're going to add the spices. Salt and turmeric. Close the lid and let it blanch for 10 to 15 minutes. In the Greek yogurt, we can add caraway seeds, red chili powder, chaat powder. This is one of the main ingredients, tandoori powder. Kasturi methi, salt to taste, ginger garlic paste, chickpea powder or gram flour powder.
Lemon juice?
Yeah, go ahead. The best oil to use for this recipe would be mustard oil. So once you take the cauliflower out from the hot water, make sure it's completely dry, and you can do so by putting it on a paper towel. Let it cool, completely dry, mix it with the yogurt marinade. On goes into the board for oven, and in the oven it goes for 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes.
What is the difference between being allergic to gluten or sensitivity, as you said your son has?
Very good question, Navneeta. In fact, a lot of the population is confused about these two.
Yeah.
Now, gluten allergy, also called as celiac disease, is an autoimmune response. People who eat gluten have an adverse reaction and a huge inflammation causing damage to the intestines. However, the gluten sensitivity, also called as non-celiac gluten sensitivity, is when the person eats gluten but it doesn't damage the intestines. However, they experience the same symptoms as that of a celiac disease patient, which is bloating, constipation, diarrhea, chronic fatigue, joint pains, and many, many more. In fact, in both the cases, whether you have celiac or non-celiac, you have to avoid gluten at all cost.
And how do you find this out?
It's actually a very simple blood test that needs to be done. On the basis of the test, if required, you might have to do colonoscopy or intestinal biopsy.
Do you know this answer? What about oats? They are gluten-free or not gluten-free?
Put just a little bit of oil on top, so it gives a little crunch, and goes in the oven. So
Like we set our hair in the end.
that's it.
My God, it looks yummy. Oh my God, this is so fresh. I can't wait to taste it.
There you go.
Super easy and looks yummy. and I'm sure it tastes as well. So, you are not a vegetarian. I think you're a vegetarian by choice because you're a Punjabi and Punjabis are hardcore non-vegetarians.
Yes, that's right. I am a vegetarian completely by choice. I was born in a Punjabi family and raised on eating meat almost on a daily basis. However, with time and education and a lot of research, I have figured out that a vegetarian gluten-free diet is the most ideal diet for all humans.
So the next gluten-free is pizza dosa. Can't wait to hear about it. Tell me.
So everybody has dosa batter in their fridge, mostly. And kids always don't want to eat dosa or idli. So this is like uttapam, but a little more twist to it because you're going to add a pizza sauce and we're going to make pizza out of it with cheese on top.
Sounds yummy.
It's gluten-free, it's quick, and kids love it.
So let's go.
So let's start. First, we're going to take the batter and we're going to make small uttapam, like pancake size uttapams. Thick, but not too big.
So it's so difficult for kids. So in their lunch box, you can add 2 or 3.
Yes.
And what do you eat it with?
You can eat it with tomato ketchup or by itself because it already has a layer of sauce on it.
Yeah, and it is gluten-free. Why do you say? Because the batter is gluten-free?
Yes, the dosa batter is always gluten-free because it's made up of rice and urad dal.
I see. And then we have just veggies in the sauce.
Just add veggies, and if the kids don't like chili flakes, you can delete that. But use a kids-friendly dish. So one of the methods to fasten the cooking process is to put a lid on top.
That's interesting.
So now you have steam that's going to cook from both sides.
Yeah. So you put all this after it is half done? Or?
Half done on one side.
Okay.
And then I'm going to decorate on the other side with ketchup and veggies, and then put cheese on top. Yeah.
Okay.
Once we flip it.
Okay.
So just wait for a couple of seconds. Let the base get a little bit semi-cooked.
I see. Okay. So now it's semi-cooked?
Yes. It's semi-cooked and ready to be flipped.
Whoa! That was magic.
Yes. See, it gives you a pizza kind of a base.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yes. Put your pizza sauce on top.
Here is the pizza sauce which you love, kids.
And then some veggies of your choice. I'm using here colored bell peppers.
You can also use chicken and all if you're non-vegetarian.
Yes.
But today we are 100% vegetarian.
Yes. Some corn.
Yummy.
Okay. Let it steam for a little bit on the other side. And give it a quick steam. So let's put the chili flakes.
You can go easy on chili flakes if you are making it for kids, or for me you can go high because I'm going to taste it.
And some oregano and cheese as much as you like.
Yummy. So does the cheese melt a little bit?
Yes, as soon as we're going to put the lid on top,
Yeah.
and when the cheese starts melting, we're going to take it out because the base is completely done. So the steam, another 2-3 minutes and we're done.
Yummy. Quick and easy, guys. Gluten-free option which is vegetarian, and it's such a quick tiffin snack for your kids. Wow, it looks so yummy. I can't wait to eat. But you know, I was thinking, can it be used for starters in big parties and you make so many of them and keep it and people keep pulling out a little bit and take it?
Absolutely. In fact, both these dishes are appetizers. Kids can consider the dosa pizza to be a meal by itself, and we can use the cauliflower tandoori as an appetizer, and also the leftovers can be used, for example, making cauliflower tacos.
Oh, that sounds so interesting. I mean, you have a wrap and you just put those leftovers.
And then put some sauce
Yummy.
on top.
Oh my god, now I can't wait to have it.
Let's dig in.
So let's dig in. This is my first bite of the cauliflower. Baked cauliflower.
Nice and soft.
And what did you put in this?
Crunchy on the top.
Yes, nice and soft, crunchy at the top. I like that.
Yes.
But what is this chutney made of?
This is just a coriander and mint chutney.
Oh my god, it's delicious. You know, it's so smooth. All the marination has just got in. I think that blanching,
Yeah.
it just seeped in through.
So Navneeta, does it feel like cauliflower? Can you taste it?
You know, I can't even tell because of maybe the look of it. I know it's cauliflower and we have gone cooking, but when I taste it, I love that crunchiness. I was very surprised when you put paneer on top of it, but now I know it's a magic touch.
Yes.
So you actually said it is very, very healthy.
Yes, in fact, cauliflower is considered to be a superfood.
Hmm.
And the reason it is called a superfood is because not only it's high in nutrition, it's high in phytochemicals, which has shown cancer properties, help prevent cancer.
Okay, so you enjoy your food and also prevent cancer. That's very nice.
Yes. So I try to include cauliflower at least 2 to 3 times a week
That often, okay.
in various forms. You can do cauliflower rice, cauliflower pizza base, and obviously you can make cauliflower tandoori.
Okay. Should we try the dosa pizza now?
Yes.
Yummy. And I can actually dig into the chutney as well with this.
Yes.
No, first I want to try it.
I'm going to eat it by hand.
Okay.
You can't even make out it's made from dosa batter.
It tastes like pizza. I love the way the cheese is melted.
Yeah.
I can't even say it is dosa batter.
Yeah. Completely like a pizza.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. And a
Wonderful.
perfect dish to take in school.
Dolly, this is so delicious. Can you come to my home to make food for me? You know, I miss my mommy so much, and you know, I just tears in my eyes.
Anytime, Navneeta. Just call me and I'm a phone call away.
Awesome. So this is the phone call away. But really, Dolly, it was such a pleasure to have you. But you are saying this is health food. And if health food, which is not boring, mundane salads, if they are like this, I can have health food every single day.
Yes. And that's what we are trying to show to our audience, that health food doesn't have to be boring.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed this edition and we would love to see you, and if you would love to see these recipes time and again, we have some great hosts lined up with so many different episodes. And you know, thank you Dolly, you've been so amazing, gorgeous as you are, your cooking, the different facets of your life, the meditation that shows in you, and the cooking so healthy and so delicious.
Thank you, Navneeta. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Quiz time! Hi guys, do you know this answer? What about oats? They are gluten-free or not gluten-free? And if you know the answer, put it down in the comments below and be eligible for a prize.